Alright, guys, first things first. I know my hair's a mess and my room's a mess. Don't mind that. And there's an ice cream truck right outside my house. I don't know why there is, but it is. Anyways, I just got done watching Squid Game Season 2, Part 2. And I want to say, first off, I'm going to give it a solid 8.5 out of 10. It was a very solid show. I do like this, the Part 1 probably a little bit more better than Part 2. It just, the build up was more there. And Part 2 was, don't get me wrong, it was great. Very good ending. I would give it that. It was very subtle. They can expand on it, but obviously this is the final season, so I don't think they're going to, go more depth in that. Now, I am going to get into spoilers. Spoiler, 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 spoiler. So if you haven't seen part two, Squid Game season 2, part 2, leave this video now if you don't want to be spoiled. Spoiled, 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 spoiled. All right, cool. You guys been warned. All right. So I propose a theory. Was 001 in season 1 Squid Game, the old man, was he the original Frontman? Because, and the reason why I think this is the case is because episode 5, season 2, part 2, the Frontman calls, either it's episode 5 or episode 4, one of the two. I think it's episode 5. He calls in Sangoon, which is our main character. I don't really know how to pronounce 456. Let's say 456 into his office, and he reveals to him he's the front man. You know what I mean? Of course, he gets all angry and riled up, want to kill him because he killed his home child, his home best friend, whatnot, that he grew up with and everything. So listen, if you kill me, you know damn well they're gonna put another man in my place and everything. That's not gonna give you an advantage. So essentially, the front man called 456 to the place and offered him to slit everybody's throats in the night, so he can just don't have to play the games to compete and just wins the money automatically because he was holding 222's baby and everybody wants to go after the baby and stuff because the baby's counting as a player, which is crazy, very fucked up. Anyways, let me get to the point. So, and we also were seeing flashbacks because we know the game master was, the last winner before 456. He played the games. He knows how to play this shit. And also, when when the game master or frontman, I like to call him the game master, whenever the frontman was in season 2, part 2, playing with them, he was disguised as 001. But also, we get flashbacks of when the frontman was proposed the same offer as 456, as he proposed to 456, because the frontman offered him the knife to slit everybody's throat. And 456 took the knife, all he didn't slit nobody's throats. But the frontman, when he was offered by the previous frontman man before him with the game master, he took the knife and slit everybody's throats. And he was wearing this bunny face. That was his face. The bunny face with the suit. Now, where am I going with this? Alright, so in episode 6, the last episode, when we see 11 from, the guards, when she's, torching the place that only the front man and the square dude, the top guard, is only allowed, she opened the door. We see the original front man suit. The original front man suit with the bunny as a, like taxidermy shit. And we see 001 from season 1 Squid Games. Mind blown. So that means to me that was the guy who offered him the knife for the original frontman that we know today was 001 from Squid Game season 1. And it's not odd. And we never saw 001 deaf on camera. Obviously because he's an older man and stuff, but we never saw that on camera. Never saw that. Never. So, and also, the original frontman that we know today, that we know right now, when he wanted to play the game with the contestant, he disguised himself as 001. And so it only makes sense that the original frontman disguised himself as 001 as well, because why would they have a room where only the frontman and the top guard can have access to, and have the original frontman that we see, the now frontman, the current frontman, with the bunny face and the same guy that we seen from season 1, 001, the old man? Why would they have those two in the same room? Come on, dog. That is a loose screw, and that is the reason why I think the old man from season 1 is the original frontman. The one that offered the current frontman the knife. and he took the advantage of. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. But other than that, like season 2 part 2 was really really good. I don't really think they're gonna make another season. They already came out and said this is the final season. So like I mean they can, but like they blew up the island and shit like that. So and it's settled. 456 daughter got his inheritance. The detective, which is the Frontman's brother, got the $45,600,000, whatever. And he's taking care of 222's baby. So it's it's the story. If they do another season, I don't know what they're gonna do. Obviously, last thing we see is the current Frontman, game master right now, was looking at another Dachi player, like a woman in a suit that's playing Dachi with a homeless guy in Los Angeles, California. So I don't know. It'll be interesting if they do another season, but it's probably overdoing it, and shit. They told the story. They told it honestly. So it was pretty good. So hopefully you guys liked the season. I did, but that's just my theory of season 1. The original Frontman was or probably the first Frontman was the old man from season 1. That's it. So yep. Anyways, y'all have a good one.